Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Erin Hall with Hopeful Horizons has joined me, and we have a lot to talk about today because apparently April is a very busy month for you.
Yes, it is.
Tell us why.
So April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month as well as Child Abuse Prevention Month. So we have a lot of activities going on this month to raise awareness and get folks involved.
Yeah, and so what services does Hopeful Horizons provide to those types of people, and how are you involved in with all of that?
Sure, so we focus on child advocacy, domestic violence, and sexual assault. So we work with survivors in all of those areas, and we really do have activities going on around all the counties in this area throughout the month. So the biggest thing we have will be our Take Back the Night event in Beaufort at the Waterfront Park on Friday, April 26th.
Okay, so coming up.
Yes, coming up in a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that, and it really focuses on survivors of sexual assault and being able to share their story and empower other people.
And how does somebody get involved with that event if they wanted to go to it or support it?
Absolutely. So it's open to the public, so anyone can show up. There are details on our Facebook page about the event. And if someone's interested in speaking, if someone is a survivor, I encourage them to call our office and get in touch with our outreach team.
Okay.
And we can help them from there.
I'm sure that's a very powerful part of the event when people share their survival stories.
It really is. We do the same event in Hilton Head first of the month, and we had 2 survivors speak, and it was very emotional and impactful and really gives you a sense of the struggle for women going through that, and men too.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps your cause because that is going to pull at the heartstrings and people are going to really want to give to what you're doing.
It does, definitely.
Yeah. And what are your biggest needs for people to give to you?
Sure, so I think with any nonprofit, we always say our biggest need is funding.
Of course.
And that's the truth of it. And I think the other is really awareness. So being aware of who's around you and who might need help, and if it's you or if it's someone you know, can you direct them to Hopeful Horizons or share some of the resources that are on our website so folks know there's a place to go for help.
Yeah, because I think that's so critical. Obviously, people feel very alone in those situations, so they need to know.
Yes.
Yeah, and so are things, obviously there's always going to be a need. Are we thinking things are getting better? Is the awareness helping? Tell us about that.
Excellent question. I think in terms of awareness, things are getting better.
Okay.
But what that means is the more people who know about our services, the more people who will call and need them.
Right.
So we do have a 24-hour hotline that we encourage folks to use. If you have questions, if you think you're in a situation that you need help with, call and talk it through. And so, you know, last year we saw 1,100 clients.
Wow.
So it's a big need.
Yeah, it is a big need.
And we will continue to grow as the need grows. But I have to say, at the end of someone's time with us, it's a celebration.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so what areas of the Lowcountry do you serve?
So we serve the same areas as the 14th Solicitor's Office. So we mirror that geographical area. So Beaufort County, Jasper, Hampton, Colleton, and Allendale. So that entire area, we have services available for all the folks in those counties.
That's a big area.
It is a big area.
It's a very big area.
It's a lot of driving in those counties.
Yeah.
So we try to do as much we try to take our services to folks who need them.
Yeah.
But we do have offices in Beaufort, in Bluffton, and in Oakety. So we try to be everywhere we can be.
Everywhere you can be, sure.
Yeah.
And if somebody is struggling, even if they happen to be seeing this show and they're scared to step out, they're scared to reach out, what advice would you give to that person?
So we had a client in recently who had been in a domestic violence situation, and she told our crisis hotline operator on the phone, I feel so much better now that I have just made this call.
So the first step.
So the first step, and I know that has to be a really difficult call to make.
Sure.
When do you make it? Where do you make it?
Right.
Safety is a lot of times a big concern.
Yeah.
But we have folks to help people through that, through every step of the process. We have a legal team to help you through child support, orders of protection, all of those things. We have an incredible therapy team. So we're there start to finish.
Excellent. Well, thank you for everything you do. It's
Thank you.
amazingly important
Thank you.
program. So thank you for being here to share with us.
We're thrilled to join you.
And we'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.